Hi everybody, I'm Alex.
And I'm Tyler.
Welcome to Unit 16 in Dante's defense. Dante Alighieri is considered one of the most famous poets of the Middle Ages. His poem, The Divine Comedy, describes the journey of a pilgrim through hell, heaven, and purgatory, and has shaped people's perceptions of those places within Christianity to this day.
Pilgrim.
Pilgrim. He is considered a literary hero in his hometown of Florence, but what a lot of people don't realize is for centuries he was actually persona non grata there. On the 700th anniversary of his death, a descendant of Dante will attempt to clear his name.
Persona non grata.
Persona non grata.
And while he's best known as a poet, Dante was also an active politician who was embroiled in the conflict over control of Florence. Embroil.
Embroil.
He supported and actually fought in the Guelph faction as they wrestled against the Ghibellines for control of the city-states in northern Italy. After defeating the Ghibellines, the Guelph faction split into two rival sub-factions called the Whites and the Blacks, which in this case the terms do not pertain to race. Faction.
Faction. What do you know about Dante's work? Have you read any of his poems?
Sure, I read Dante's Inferno in high school. I really strongly remember that time because the writing was very distinct and the content was new for me at that time. But beyond Dante's Inferno, I don't know that I've read anything.
On the subject of literary heroes, who are some famous authors or poets from your country?
There are several. I can't remember all of their names, but you've got some of the classics like Edgar Allan Poe or Maya Angelou. There's a string of books that we have to read depending on which state you're in the United States.
Yes.
During high school, there's a string of literature that you have to read. So
right.
I really enjoyed all of those different books, but I can't recall the names.
Right. Okay. One person I would list is Geoffrey Chaucer. Geoffrey Chaucer is considered the most famous writer in, I think it's Middle English. So there's three periods of the English language. There's Old English, Middle English, and then Modern English. So Shakespeare is modern, Chaucer is middle. So that's the point at which Old Saxon words were fused with things like New Norman words. So you started to see a lot of French words come into English, I think. And he is considered the most famous author of that time. And he wrote a lot of stories in iambic pentameter, which is when there's like a rhythm and rhyme to each line. So I would go with him. That's going to do it for the preview. We'll see you back here for the review.